Hello everyone, and welcome to this tutorial for how to use the online volunteer portal for our grassroots volunteer program at Riverside Park Conservancy. So we're starting on our homepage, and I'm going to start by navigating to this button that says volunteer. To get to volunteer, I'm going to scroll down. I'm going to go to horticultural opportunities, learn more. And when you scroll down, you're going to see existing volunteers sign in. So for volunteers who have attended an orientation with us, you are going to be able to press sign in, and then you're going to get to this website. So you can always just navigate to it from our homepage or bookmark it. So we're going to start by signing up. So to sign up, you're going to need your first name, your last name, your email, and your phone number. You can click send me text from this site, you get a verification text, or you can leave it blank. We're going to need an address, and your date of birth. You can put the name of a relative, friend, neighbor, and a phone number. Next, we're going to have our availability. You can fill this out to the best of your ability. Whatever sounds right to you at the moment. We know that it might change. We won't take too much of a close look at this. So I'm going to put every morning because it is required. And then we'll do a password. And then you're going to hit yes, I want to receive emails, because this is how you get confirmation emails from us and receive updates through the portal. All right, I'll create my account. All right, so there's a bunch of additional questions in here just so we get more information about how you would like to work as a volunteer. So I'm going to put beginner. For plant ID, I'm going to put full mobility. I'm able to lift 30 pounds. You can put whatever you like for these. I'm going to say none. Beginner, and then again, whatever you would like to answer here. We have different skills, like we have an advocacy volunteer event. We do work with invasive plants, native plant ID. We do a lot of pruning, weeding, anything that you feel like you're proficient at. You can go ahead and heart those. And then I would highly recommend you become a fan of both Community Volunteer Days and the Partner Opportunity programs. These are how you'll find out about pretty much all of our volunteer events. And then if you have attended an orientation, please hit yes. This will make you qualified for opportunities on this website. If you have not attended an orientation, please do so before you create your account on the portal. All right, we did it. Finished our profile. And you're also going to get a welcome email from us. So this is our dashboard. There's a lot going on this page. So at the top, you're going to see return to our website. And that is going to bring you right back to Riverside Park Conservancy's homepage. Next, there's a little button that says volunteer, which will bring you to our current opportunities in the park. Add hours, also super important function. So I'm going to click on that. This is going to bring you to a track hours page. So this is a way for you to track your hours when you work in the park. This is really helpful for us to keep track of throughout the year how many hours our volunteers are putting in and the total volunteer impact that we have in the park every year. So when you finish a volunteer shift or a certain amount of hours that you work in the park, please fill this out just by hitting add hours up here. If it is a specific opportunity, like a placement opportunity or a community volunteer day that you attended, then you're going to keep this button that says yes, and you're going to select an opportunity. There'll be a drop-down menu from the opportunities that you peed yes to in recent time. If it was independent work, you're going to hit no, and you can put some suggestions, 72nd Street, panel, other locations. You do not need to put a location contact or an email. And then you can choose a date. So I'm going to choose today, and I'll say I work 2.5 hours. If you would like, you can add a description. That is optional. And then you're going to hit submit hour entry. And submitting the hour entry is just going to put it on a page with pending hours that is sent to the volunteer outreach coordinator where we approve your hours. So that is how to track your hours. Another function on the top bar that's very helpful is our calendar. So you can look at July 2025 and see the different events that are going on throughout the summer. So as you can see, there are a lot. We're in the summer months currently. There's a view more button. Oh, there's just two. So on Wednesdays, we have 2 events. On Thursdays, we've got 2. We've got 3 on Fridays. So this is a great way for you to see what's going on throughout the month in Riverside Park. So let's go back to the dashboard. Your dashboard basically just gives you an overview of your volunteer. Once your hours are approved, they're going to show up here. You're also going to see how many responses you've had to opportunities for volunteering in the park, and also your estimated impact value for your work in the park. There's also a link to our Grassroots Volunteer Program Manual, which is a super helpful document that will list all of the guidelines, all the information that you need to know to be a volunteer in the park. And then if you scroll further down, you'll see a map with some opportunities, suggested opportunities, and events. On the right side, there's some information about Olmsted Design and our programs. On the left-hand side is basically all of the same information. So you can get to opportunities, all of the opportunities that you're able to sign up for. If you'd like to sign up for something like the Riverside Valley Cleanup, you can hit View Details. There will be a description of the event, a location, and then you can respond to, say, this upcoming event, Friday, July 11th. You can respond individually and say, I would like to sign up for this shift. You can respond to all shifts if you like. Under events, it is similar. You can click on more info for a certain event that is coming up, and then you'll get information, and often there will be a link and also a contact person for our events listed in here. Programs, like I mentioned, community volunteer days, and the placement opportunities are where you'll find most of our volunteer opportunities. Our volunteer program manual, there's also a link to our volunteer pact, and a link to our important volunteer program contacts list, should you ever need to contact someone in the park. So I'll go back to our dashboard. This should be all that you need to know in order to use the portal in the best way, in the way that works well for you. So if you ever have any questions about this, please just contact the volunteer outreach coordinator or the volunteer team. We're happy to help you, and I am going to go to log out. Thank you for watching.